I'm frequently asked how do I tweet and post and create all the content that I create, and so I thought I'd take you through my morning ritual. This is how I start off my day. First stop is Feedly, and within Feedly I can do a number of things. It's almost kind of like my social content management system, if you will. I have it open to hbr.org feed, so what Feedly does is it pulls in all my RSS feeds. I have about 240 something feeds currently that I pull in, and I'll go through those in the morning. This particular one, always Talent and Gen X, always hits on a note for me. So what I can do from here is I can post to Tumblr. I could tweet it, I could email it, I could Facebook it, send it to Evernote, Instapaper, Read It Later, LinkedIn. One of the things I like about Feedly is it gives me all these options, but I have it set up. I like to post to Tumblr. So what I'll do is I'll write a quick post here after I've read the article. What I'll do is it kind of wraps up my thoughts and summarizes what the article is, and what this will do is this posts through to my Tumblr. So quick little post there, and then what I can also do here is I can highlight that. What I'm going to do is it creates a link, posts it to Tumblr for me, and then I can go over here to Google+, and I can also post the same thing. Boom, 2-in-1. And I can go through and I can do that for a number of, I usually do that for 5 to 10 posts, however many I find that I like. Pretty simple. I really like Feedly. It's a great resource. Highly recommend it. And then what I do is I go to Tumblr and I go through my Tumblr posts and I look for things that all the great people I'm following have posted, and then I can also go through the different tags that I follow. So I follow all these tags in anthropology, crowdsourcing, disruption has actually turned out to be a pretty good tag for me to follow, entrepreneurial, gamification, and of course Lego, Ron Swanson, and Star Wars are also very important. But then what I can do is I can come through here, and if they are Tumblr posts already, so people that write on Tumblr as well, I can hit the reblog button, and the reblog button is great. And I can go through it. It usually doesn't pull through the whole article, and so I can add my own additional content, or I can just share it as it is. And I really like this one on how systems like getting things done and stuff are already kind of primed for gamification. So that went ahead and reblogged. Fitness trends, gaming, so I can reblog any of these that I want. And they're all really good. My next stop, so first stop was Feedly, second stop was Tumblr, third stop is TechMeme. And what I'll do is I'll go through TechMeme and I'll find articles like this one, and I always center click on those so it opens in a new tab. And I found a couple of those that I like, and this is the other great thing about Feedly. I could go up here and I could do share to Tumblr, but down here in the very right hand corner is a Feedly Mini, and if I open that up, it also gives me the Tumblr option. And for some reason that even oftentimes works better than the one in the browser. I'll add my quick note. again, create post, and again, I can come in here, and I can +1 it. And then share my thoughts there as well, again, so I kind of get 2 postings in one. I also like this one, but what enables all of this, why this is so efficient, so I can go through in the course of about, half an hour to an hour, and I can post 10 to 20 individual posts, but is if this then that. So what if this then that does is anything I post to WordPress, post this to Tumblr as a text post. That's important for other reasons. Any link that goes to Tumblr goes to Twitter automatically. And then my Tumblr site, which is this site right here, also posts to my NewComBiz blog, or NewComBiz Twitter account. This is just has nothing to do with my workflow, but it's just more of a personal thing. And my personal posteruses get sent to Diigo. WordPress also gets sent to Diigo, as does anything from Tumblr. Diigo is a bookmarking site, kind of like Delicious, but with some better functionality, in my opinion. And then anything that gets bookmarked in Diigo goes to Buffer. And what Buffer does is Buffer allows me to delay posting. So everything gets pushed to Twitter first, and then it gets sent eventually. Those will all everything I did will show up here in Buffer, and will get sent later in the afternoon. And I do this because so many of my followers are on Pacific time, while I'm in GMT. So they're 8 hours behind me. And in order for them to see the stuff that I'm posting, I send it to Buffer so it posts later. And so that's kind of the quick, down and dirty view of what my posting day looks like. So I start off with Feedly, and then I go to Tumblr and TechMeme, open up all my links oftentimes, and I go through and I do that quick posting that you saw, and those end up looking like this. And if I go to Twitter, I'll show you what those look like briefly. So these end up getting pushed. Oh, there you go. Show up as Tumblr posts. And then they also get pushed. There's a delay, so it probably won't show up yet, but those also get pushed to my personal account, the tweets. So these were ones that I did earlier. Top 50 blog posts, I'm no expert. So really, like I said, in the course of less than an hour, I can read everything that I'm going to read, make a few comments, instantly share everything out. So it's really more about efficiency. It really doesn't take me any more time than it does anyone else to read what they're going to read in the morning, or share links on Twitter. But by putting a few extra processes in place, you're able to really kind of maximize the content that you're creating and what you're sharing, and adding additional value other than just sharing links. I can add commentary to it. So I'll link to some additional resources and some of the places I've documented this stuff on, but I hope that kind of gives you a quick view of what my morning looks like and how I'm able to post everything I post.